Got some news out of Washington, this involving, well, the semiconductor industry. Let's get to Kayla Tausche. She's got more for us. Kayla.
Hey, David, the Commerce Department is set to announce more than 200 companies have registered interest in funding for new chips facilities, according to a draft obtained by CNBC. Of the more than 200 statements of interest, more than 100 of those correspond to the construction of new commercial fabrication facilities for both leading edge and legacy fabs. The other half represent interest from suppliers and research projects, and the applications represent 35 states. The draft report did not include names of companies or the sizes of the funding applications, but it does come after industry leaders raised questions early on about some of the requirements to receive the funds, including the proposal to provide affordable childcare. It remains to be seen what exactly companies are proposing to meet some of that criteria, and of course, which companies will ultimately secure that funding, David.
You know, it's incredibly expensive to build a fab, especially an advanced one these days. Over $10 billion, Kayla. The CHIPS Act, I mean, what are the expectations in terms of, do we even know in terms of what they really expect to be able to accomplish?
Well, we know that there's $39 billion in these manufacturing incentives. That's this first tranche. And the notification of the funding opportunity from the Commerce Department for this tranche of funding includes these new commercial facilities. And there will be later funding applications for, say, suppliers or research and development. So these 200 applications are just for those new commercial facilities, David. But we don't know whether this is an application for, say, a $50 million expansion on an existing fab or for $10 billion in any one instance for a brand new fab. We'll have to wait until we get that full data, but certainly it is a strong indication of interest, at least in terms of the volume of applications they're going to be getting, but still remains to be seen exactly where they end up dispersing the money and how much.
Yeah, fascinating, of course, as we try to reshore a lot of our chip making, which over the last 20 years has gone, much of it, of course, as we know, to TSMC, for example.